Okay, we appreciate you being here. You know, a disappointing loss to talk about in retrospect. You know, probably some excuses along the way, but not enough excuse to understand getting shellacked like that at home. And by a team that also had one win, and but they got us. They got us good too. And you know, we're some of our excuses are we down a little bit personnel wise. We've either from grades or suspensions. We got 4 guys on defense that would have been players for us, and in the secondary areas of the defense. And last week we had two of our flankers, 2 guys at the same position were injured. Chitty and Brian Holmes. Brian Holmes tried to play with an injury and was, you know, comparatively ineffective. You know, he's a speed guy, and you got your wheel messed up. You know, that's sort of a tough duty for those guys. And but he did try hard. Chitty and Holmes, I hope both will be back for the trip. But and our quarterback had a rough day, and it's one of those things you sort of, with a freshman quarterback, you sort of expect to happen, you know. And when he fumbled and the ball went on the ground, and you know, it sort of rattled him a little bit, I think. And hey, I've been there, so I know what it's like, and so I can sympathize with him. And you know, he still probably needs to get maybe a few more reps in practice and that kind of stuff. I thought Dontrell came in and threw the ball pretty well and did a pretty good job there. He also busted a couple of things that we need him not to bust, and so we'll certainly a work in progress and trying to find a way to win a game. This ain't no great week either. You're looking at 61 juniors and seniors on a football team. That's high numbers for experience. 33 seniors, 28 juniors, and so they have obviously done a good job building their program. They were all over winning up here last year, and we were able to pull it out with a couple of great players at the end. With Eric Thomas catching the ball in the end zone. And I tell you what, the key play of that drive was Burks catching the ball on the sideline and taking a shot to the rib cage, and he set us up to have that opportunity and got out of bounds too. So you know, but you know, we got our hands full. We certainly got to have. And we started preparation yesterday. We had to move it up because we're playing on Friday night. I don't particularly like playing on Friday night, but you know, like everybody knows, TV rules in college football, and everybody in the world's got a package. You know, Troy's got a package, the conference got a package, there's a regional package, there's a national package, and there's all them ESPNs and all them other networks, Fox, this and that. And so, you know, we playing on Friday night when high schools play ball, and then we got to turn right around and go play on Thursday night, which is not a great thing for the health of the student athlete in the United States of America in college football. So, but again, we're doing it for obvious reasons, and so we're you guys, you're around us enough to know that we're struggling, and you know, I'm retiring and all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure that has anything to do with what's going on, but if it does, I sure am sorry, because you know, these guys deserve. You know, they work hard year round, just like all the other college student athletes. We got to compete better. We got to give them better plans and coach better, and hopefully find a way to give them a chance to experience singing a fight song again. That's my favorite time. Questions?
You mentioned that Chitty and Holmes being hurt. I saw John Johnson hobble a little bit.
Yeah, well, John Johnson, the little H back, Teddy. No, Teddy's hurt a little bit too. Flakes. And he's got a shoulder, which he don't have the strength levels to play this week, I don't think. And Teddy Rubin's dinged up a little bit. John Johnson has a hip pointer. He probably won't play. I tell you, he may have to go line down and hold though, because he's the best holder. And so we're struggling with a little bit of that, this and that. So and we're not a very confident team, and we question ourselves as coaches, and I'm sure the players question themselves. So it's a situation you got to find a way to work through it, or just get lucky and get through it, whatever. And so I don't know if I answered your question, but we got some bunged up guys.
How much did a game like last year help stoke a rivalry?
Last year's game?
Last year, competitiveness.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm sure that they felt like they got robbed up here last year, basically, because they played well enough to win a game, and we sort of stole it from them late. And I'm just glad I'm glad they didn't have another play at the end, because we played way off, and they threw it up, and a guy caught it, and we were standing there, hugged him down, and the clock ran out. So. But they are very Bridge, their quarterback, is a dual threat guy. He can run, he can throw the ball in all the spots on the field. The deep ball, he's very effective throwing, and they got quality skill guys and up front on offense, and they get after you on defense, and they're well coached. They're gonna try to have more than you got in the box when the run comes, and they're gonna play and challenge you in the passing game.
What's it going to take to get some consistency in the run defense?
Yeah, they call it recruiting, I think. But we made a few errors fitting the defense and playing within the defense and missing tackles. First play of the game by them, I don't think this is a legal play, but nobody ever calls this. The guy comes off and he stalks. They're going through a fake, and so the cornerback grabs and peeks, and then he slings him and goes. So nobody home. And the Auburn play against Alabama, same thing with the play action added. And the safety got lost. Safety, who should have been over the top or free, he got lost on the run a little bit. So. That's the reason they run the play, because it's a good way to get some things going, and they did. And we didn't, and we went through the whole thing, and we had a bunch of missed tackles, but not nearly as many as it seems. It seemed like all the missed tackles were right out in front of everybody. Lying on the ground, reaching and waving and launching and not tackling.